Hey everybody, welcome back to this month's O.C.D gaming news, and girl, there's a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. First things first, I have to give a special shout out to my beloved Patreons who support me at the infected level. Thank you so much for your love and support on Patreon and on the channel. I appreciate you guys so very much. Big shout out to D Cells, Sven Jacobs, Dave934, Darkwolf92, Daniel Kelly, and Cody Neff Rogers. Thank you for your love and support on the channel. Now back to the news. It's time for the Gamer's Court. Now, not in just the Gamer's Court, in the actual real court, bitch. In the actual real court, we are having an actual lawsuit going on, very serious one with Activision Blizzard and CEO Bobby Kotick. New York City officials demand that Activision turn over internal documents in this lawsuit. Now, let's read the tea. New York City is leveling a lawsuit at Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick, which accuses him of securing the takeover bid from Microsoft so he could escape liability for allegations of rampant harassment and misconduct at Activision Blizzard. And they allege in the suit that Kotick's mismanagement hurt the company's stock value. The suit alleges that the fact that Kotick was under fire for the multitude of issues exposed to at Activision Blizzard should have shown the board that he was unfit to negotiate a sale of the company. So we know all the tea that was going on with Activision Blizzard and the lawsuits going on. We have been following the story on the Gamer's Court and on this channel for months now. But it looks like New York City is putting its foot down and saying, we need these documents. We want the internal documents. We want all the inside tea. We want to know what's going on. And once you start messing with people's money, honey, they are not here for it. I will keep you guys posted on what's going on with the story. Now in the Gamer's Court, you know that he has already been brought to my courtroom, and for the accusations hurled at him allegedly. But this is what the New York court system says. Here at the Gamer's Court, I'm here to report the courting news. I'm your court reporter coming to you live from SDNY. I will keep you posted on what's going on with Bobby Kotick. But here at the Gamer's Court, you know how I feel about him in this situation. Let's see how this all turns out. Next case. Now, we know that Nolan North has a hard time keeping his mouth shut. In the past, he has blurbed out and said some things he shouldn't have said that were spoilers, or things that were probably an NDA that he had spilled the tea about and didn't realize he wasn't supposed to spill the tea about. Let me refresh your memory. Back before The Last of Us Part 2 was announced, which we kind of all knew there was going to be a sequel. Let's be real. We knew someday, some way there was going to be a sequel for The Last of Us Part 2. But way before it was even a teaser or anything from Naughty Dog, Nolan North let it slip in an interview that he goes, I know those guys at Naughty Dog are working on the next game for The Last of Us and blah blah blah, and he just like let it slip. I don't know if he has his filters on stringently as he should, but I'm glad he doesn't, because he spilled another little tea. But this is about what happened with Uncharted 4 this time and the departure of Amy Hennig. Now we all know Miss Amy Hennig is the creator of Nathan Drake, and it was her baby to make Uncharted and Nathan Drake and the story and the franchise that launched millions and millions of sales for Naughty Dog when Uncharted 4 was first announced. I don't know if you remember, or if you were there back in the day when it was announced. I know I was waiting patiently for any and all news coming out of Naughty Dog. But the first teaser trailer was released was a completely different vibe than what we actually got when we got the game. Now that does happen sometimes. The game dev companies try and throw us off, get us off the scent of what they're really trying to do, even mess around with the trailers and reveals. But Nolan North said that Naughty Dog scrapped everything that Uncharted 4 was supposed to be when Amy Hennig left. Now, we don't know the details of Amy Hennig's departure. Was she forced out? Did she leave of her own? Did she not like the direction that Naughty Dog wanted to take Uncharted 4 in? No one knows. Only the Queen herself knows, and Naughty Dog, and no one's telling me shit. And I know this is true because it was completely scrapped, because Todd Stashwick, who is now her business partner in her new media games company, I forget the name of the company, I'm going to put it, Editing DEgITx will put the name of the company here. It was a very ominous tone, very spooky ooky, very bad guy versus good guy, and the voiceover of Todd Stashwick was very ominous. Oh, the ominosity. And it felt more threatening than the actual game turned out to be, and the characters If you go back and look at that first initial teaser trailer with the map and his voiceover, it is pretty spooky ooky. And it was nothing like what the game turned out to be. I would love to know the inside story. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall to know what was going on behind the scenes when this first dropped. Did you remember this? The original teaser? I'm sure you do. Amy and Todd were on the project when that first teaser trailer came out, and that was the last we saw of that teaser, and what was to be was completely different. We had shot Uncharted 4 with Amy Hennig for about 7 months. We were well into the game, and she was dismissed from Naughty Dog, and they got rid of everything we did. North said on YouTube channel Couch Soup. Apparently the studio then recast the whole thing. The original cast had Graham McTavish, Cutter, McTavish's character, and had a huge role in Amy's. Number 4, Todd Stashwick, on Amy's Uncharted 4. Todd Stashwick played Sam, and Alan Tudyk was Rafe, but they ended up switching it all out. Now, North continued. Troy Baker then came on to play Sam, and Laura Bailey joined the cast to voice Nadine. Financially, it was nice, but that's the business, North concluded, adding that he was glad at the time that Naughty Dog didn't pull the plug on Uncharted 4 entirely. Hennig was ultimately credited for her work on Uncharted 4 and has since founded her own company. Now, Miss Amy Hennig has bounced back beautifully. She has got her own company, Sky Media, and she is working on a new Star Wars game, which is what her love and what her heart wanted to do. So I'm so very happy for her, because we know when she was somewhere, I forget the name of the company she was at, where they were supposed to do a Star Wars game. It was canceled. It was canceled, the house bitch. So now she's got her chance, and never doubt the queen and her word. So he is alleging that she was dismissed from Naughty Dog, that we don't know all the details. Is this the real tea? He probably should not have said anything if it was, but I don't doubt it, because I can't imagine her leaving in the middle of her pregnancy with Uncharted 4. Like, literally, it was her baby. Literally. And they had a whole other cast. Alan Tudyk, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but I know who he is. He's in so many things. It just seemed that it could have been a whole other vibe. I'm not saying what could have been would have been better or worse or whatever. I don't know. None of us know. But I did love Uncharted 4 so much. I don't know about y'all, but I was sweating the entire time playing it. If you watch my playthrough, I literally thought they were going to kill off Nathan the entire time, or Sully. I just thought someone was going to die. I felt it in my bones. Unfortunately, those feelings were misplaced. It didn't happen on Uncharted 4. It did happen in The Last of Us Part 2, and I'm still not over it, bitch. That is what Nolan North had said, and he said what he said. I am very grateful for his loose lips that sink ships, especially pirate ships, bitch. Now, I don't know if you guys know. This is some very secret tea nobody in the video game world knows about. This is me as a video game insider coming to you to spill the tea for you. I don't know if you know this, but there is a Last of Us HBO show in production right now. I know this is completely new news to y'all. Obviously, everybody knows. I'm just busting chops, guys. Everybody knows that the Last of Us HBO series is being filmed. It's almost been for 1 full year. They started July 5th last year, and they're filming until June of this year, which is next month, and then they're going to wrap it up. It's not going to be out in 2022, but probably, I'm hoping for early first quarter of 2023. If you are following the Last of Us updates, and if you are following anywhere on the internet, on the interwebs, you will see every behind the scene shot. When Pedro Pascal has the hiccups, you're going to know about it. And Ella Ramsey, if she has a headache, you will see them. You will see a picture of her taking some Advil. They literally are behind every tree, behind the fences, in the video drones. They are taking pictures of everything. Everything has been out on the internet. And so we pretty much know the whole story of what they're going to be talking about. I don't want to spoil it for anybody in case you haven't seen it, but it's pretty hilarious how they are literally their shadows, and everybody knows what's practically going on and what's being filmed right now. Craig Mazin, the director of the show, who he also worked on Chernobyl. He was the producer on that show, the director, I forget which one. But he says, I never really tweet out anything from the set, but our crew is so special. And it was a picture of the camera crew with the run sign from the Humvee from the Pittsburgh section chapter of the game from The Last of Us, and it says run, and that was on the picture that he took of the picture. And I thought it was hilarious because Neil Druckmann tweeted at him. Craig Mazin tweeted, I almost never tweet stuff from our set because I want everything to be a surprise, but I had to share this. Our camera crew is the best. Neil Druckmann tweeted at him, "Luckily, nothing has leaked and there are no images out there from the show." It's a top secret. Oh my God, that ended me. I was cracking up because it's like, it's true. You know everything. You know what color socks they are wearing. You know if it is a full moon on the night of shooting. Like, you know everything. I don't want to go into details about what's been going on behind the scenes in case anyone doesn't want to be spoiled. But then don't check out the Last of Us updates because they are spilling everything, bitch. Everything. And I live. Now, you know, on this channel, I have played Mafia 3. I started playing Mafia 2. I never got back into it. I just could not get back into it, guys. I don't know what happened. Like, when I went to play it again, I lost my save. I lost like so much stuff. I lost so much of my progress. I don't know what happened, and I did not have the energy, the time, or the wherewithal to pick it back up and start again. You know how hard it is to jump back into something that you haven't played for a while. And I love the story, but just the gameplay, it just wasn't. I wasn't loving it. But I did love the story, and I love all the Italian isms because, you know, your girl is Italian, and I know all the words and all the things and all the tea. So I did love the story, and I love the characters. Just the gameplay sometimes wasn't my favorite. That's all. But I loved Mafia 3. Love Mafia 3. Love Lincoln Clay. From the second I saw that trailer drop, I was in. And I played the hell out of that game on my channel back in the day when it came out. Now it is alleged, supposedly, Mafia 4 is being worked on right now. And I am so thrilled. It's going to be supposedly a prequel, but I'm very excited to get back into that world. I feel like I had no problems playing the third game at all, but when I went back to play the second one, it was a little bit iffy for me. But I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and you know I will be playing that game whenever it drops. PS5 sales have topped 19.5 million units sold worldwide as of March 31st, 2022. Now, their initial target was 22 million, and I don't doubt that they would have surpassed that target if it wasn't for all the issues we're having in the world with shipping and parts and with everything going on with the pandemic. The desire is out there. The people with their money are in their hands, and some people still can't get one. So I know that they would have definitely topped this number, or have at least met their goals of 22 million, no doubt. Congratulations to Sony. That's an incredible sales number nonetheless. Sony also said they are expected to increase supply this year, and they're confident they're going to reach their 18 million units sold during the fiscal year 2022. So good news for everybody who wants to get their hands on it still. I am saying a silent prayer for you. I hope that you guys get it because I love it. I absolutely love the PS5. The loading times are like nothing, and I'm in love with the PS5, and I hope you guys, everyone who wants one, can get one. Now, there has been some copyright takedowns going on in the gaming community just this past week. A well-known leaker shared 4 images of an alleged new Silent Hill game before they were quickly deleted by the copyright holder, leading many to believe they are legitimate. Now, this is allegedly. No one knows if this is the real tea or not, but Dusk Golem says it is. They posted the images before the account was locked, and the images removed the leaker later claimed that Reset Era that the copyright claim was made by Silent Hill's owner Konami. No one knows for sure. This is allegedly. Actually, I saw the deleted image. I saw the images before they got deleted, and there were 4 images. I took a look at them. I did not screenshot them. I'm not trying to get my channel taken down. I'm trying not to get no copyright strikes. So I'm sure they're out there somewhere still. Now, in the news of game delays, no surprise, this is like every month we're announcing there's another game delay. Starfield and Redfall have been delayed by Bethesda to the first half of 2023. Jason Schreier tweeted that he saw the writing on the wall. Last spring, he spoke to some people at E3. And his tweet says, "I spoke to some folks on Starfield who are extremely worried about committing to an 11/11/22 date based on the progress they've made so far. Next Cyberpunk was the term floated. Good on Bethesda for delaying even after announcing that specific date." And I have to say, I agree with them. I don't blame them for delaying because this community and the industry can be savage. Savage, bitch. People are struggling now when they want to buy something and they have to put their hard-earned money towards a game and it don't work and it's not working for them. and it is a mess, a sloppy ass mess, then they have a right to complain. But you also can't complain when a game gets pushed back. But it's a good game and it plays well, and that's what you want, right? Also, sometimes I think some games and some dev companies, what is it, like Good versus Evil or Good and Evil? I forget the name of that game. It was announced like 6 years ago. It was in production for like 8 years or whatever it was. It still ain't out, bitch. Like sometimes you have got to throw in the towel and say, this is not working. We have to either revamp or scrape it and start from scratch. Sometimes that happens too. And that's also a shame with all that time and hard work put towards a game, and it just never sees the light of day, which is heartbreaking, I'm sure, to everyone who works on it, works on a game like that. But that has happened. But I'd rather have a game that is delayed and works beautifully than have, people shred it for filth because it is not working properly. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. As you know, before I started playing Horizon Forbidden West, I was playing Alan Wake, which I had never played before. And I was living for it. I live for the game. I live for the shenanigans of Mr. Alan Wake and the netherworld and the dream world that he is living in. Twilight Zone realness. I live for it. The gameplay is a little not my favorite type of gameplay, but the reason why I wanted to go back and play it is because when I saw the teaser trailer for Alan Wake 2 that is going to be released hopefully soon, I was really excited to see it. And I was really excited to play it. So now that I will definitely go back and finish it, because I think I'm like 75% of the way through it. And before the second one comes out, I want to go back and finish it and find out the whole story. Believe it or not, it has never been spoiled for me 20 years later. So I'm going to be playing that on the channel after Horizon Forbidden West, because I'm obsessed with it. I have been churning out those videos, long videos, get the whole game as much as I can and be as prepared as I can. But anyway, back to Alan Wake, bitch. Now, they said that production is going really well for Alan Wake 2. They are working on it, and they had said at the Game Awards they might be able to show something by the summertime, like a demo or a trailer, and it is not to be. They said they are working super hard, and that takes resources and time away from the team to get the work actually done. So they are keeping their nose to the grindstone. They are working hard, and they are working on the game. So don't expect anything this summer. I'm not even mad at it. I would love to play a demo. That would be freaking amazing, just to see what it's all about. But it's going to be like a survival horror. I am so hyped and excited for it, guys. Let me know in the comments. Are you excited to play it? Will you play it? Is it too long in between games to still be into it? Let me know. In their statement, they said, to create a proper polished demo or a trailer takes a lot of effort, and it's several months of work that could take away from the development. And you know what? He's right. Several months is a lot to take just to do a trailer or a demo. It's a lot of work to take away from the team as they're working on it. We feel we have the momentum going, and we want to make sure we are creating the best first survival horror game for Remedy. We don't want to take the team away from that focus, so we're going to keep going and make a great game experience, and unfortunately have to wait a bit longer for a demo and a trailer. I'm very excited to play. I wish we could play a demo. I would be very happy to see a demo or play a demo, and definitely see a trailer, because that teaser trailer is everything. I don't know, the actor, the mocap actor, I forget his name, I'll put it up here. Editing DEgITx will put it here. He is giving me very A Star Is Born, Bradley Cooper. He's giving me very Bradley Cooper vibes. When I first saw him, I'm like, bitch, is this Bradley Cooper? That was before I even went back and played the original Alan Wake. I actually thought it was Bradley Cooper at first, but I will go back and finish playing it before the game comes out. So games for the new PlayStation Plus was announced today on May 16th, the day I'm recording this. Here are some of the games that you'll be getting on PlayStation Plus. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Demon's Souls, Returnal, Miles Morales, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more, plus classics like Ape Escape, Siphon Filter, with some improved first-person shooter and resolution. Now, Siphon Filter come from my very dear friends at Ben Studio, right back there, Ben Studio from Days Gone. I never played Siphon Filter. It was like back in the day when I didn't play, there was like a stretch of time where I just didn't play any video games. So I never played it, but I would love to play it on the channel just to get my hands on it, because I never played it. What game are you excited to play? Will you be getting PlayStation Plus? Let me know in the comments. Square Enix lost a lot of money, bitch. About $200 million on Guardians of the Galaxy, which from the first trailer I saw of it, I had no desire to play it. I never played it on the channel. I didn't think it was going to be for me, and a lot of people thought that too. No shade to the game and the actors and the people who worked on it. Some people live for it. It's just not my type of game, and that's okay. Not every game is for everybody. But apparently it wasn't for a lot of people. Even before the release of Marvel's Avengers, the community was optimistic about Crystal Dynamics' new title. After its launch, the game soon turned into an epic failure for both the developer and publisher. The number of sales was too low that the project could even return its development cost. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy didn't seem to be an issue in Marvel's Avengers, but Marvel's Avengers had a roadmap of content and is supposed to receive more new updates in the future. If Embracer Group takes the publishing rights for the game, it's unknown whether they would be willing to continue supporting the game. So that's a shame too, because if they're not going to get the support they need to keep that content going, it's going to be like pretty much dead in the water, which is a shame. But 200 million, that's a lot of dough, bitch. Now, there is a deal supposedly with Sony trying to buy Bungie, and the Federal Trade Commission wants to know all the tea. The United States Federal Trade Commission is reportedly investigating the recent Sony Bungie deal, but from the sound of things, this was a standard affair, especially under current chair Lena Khan, who has vowed to crack down on anti-competitive practices in the tech industry. As part of this push, the FTC is keen to investigate high-profile mergers and acquisitions, and the games industry has certainly drawn attention to itself on that front over the past year or two. But Sony Bungie deal isn't under any kinds of threat. The FTC has declined to comment on the information's report, which, I mean, if that's like big, huge deals going on, that's what they do. That's what the FTC does. That's their job, to investigate stuff like that, to make sure it is all above board and no shady shenanigans going on, which is good. But I don't think that's an issue. I think the deal is going to go through fine. If you want to know my opinion, I am not a lawyer. I am not the FTC. My opinion doesn't mean much, but that's just my opinion, bitch. I know a lot of people are very excited to play Dead Space. And the Dead Space remake gets a release date and a load of new concept art. And there will be a full reveal on Halloween. Very fitting on Halloween. And I know a lot of people are excited to play the game. I think Halloween is the perfect day for the full reveal. Forspoken has been delayed. We know it's been delayed. But I am still very excited to play the game when it comes out. And so we haven't heard much about it, what's been going on behind the scenes, except that it has been delayed, which is fine. I think it comes out in the fall, which is okay too, because I'm living my best life playing Horizon Forbidden West, and I will be playing the sequel to Until Dawn. What the heck is it called? That comes out June 10th from Supermassive Games, and I can't wait to play that. So that'll be the next game I'm playing on the channel. I'll probably be playing both of them at the same time, because God knows when I'll be finished with Horizon. But they said the little behind the scenes tea is that the loading times are like barely a second, which now I am so spoiled from playing Horizon that the loading times are like non-existent. You blink and the load time is done, which I love, and I just am very excited to play that game. I'm very excited for the motherfucking dragons. Do you remember from the trailer? I forget the name of the main character, and I think her name is Faye. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. And she goes, "Is that a motherfucking dragon?" I was like, oh my god, I'm in. I am 100% in. I love her. The game looks gorgeous, and I can't wait to play it. Okay, here are the video game release dates for the next month or so. The Quarry is the game that I'm so excited to play that's coming up next. It is from Supermassive Games. It is the spiritual successor to Until Dawn. I am so hyped to play it. June 10th it comes out, and I am counting the minutes, the seconds, until I can get my hands on that game. I live for it. I'm going to try. There's like 130, I forget how many endings there are. We talked about it last month. But I'm going to try and get the good ending. I'm going to try and get the bad ending. You know, ain't nobody's going to... barely anyone is going to survive playing that game the first time around. And you know it, because you never know what they're going to do. You can never guess. So I'm going to try and keep everybody alive. I'm going to try and get all the trophies. I'm going to really play the heck out of that game, because I love that game so much. The first game so much, and I'm sure this is going to be even better. I also still want to play the Stanley Parable. I'm going to wait until there's a lull in games to go back and play that as well. There's just so many good games to play, and I want to play them all at the same time. But first, I got to finish Aloy first. I have to finish Horizon Forbidden West first. And here is the artwork. Work, bitch. and the work they did. Thank you so much to Big Sumo and Miss Rain Artwork for their beautiful submissions this month for the artwork. First, here is Big Sumo's pick of Aloy. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful VP picks with us. If you guys are VP artists and you want to send me your VP art, just DM me on Twitter so I make sure that I get it, or or tag me. Sometimes I don't get notifications. Sometimes people leave me comments and I don't even see them. I try and answer all the comments on Twitter. Sometimes I get them, and sometimes I go back and I see there's a comment there that I never saw. So if that happens, guys, I apologize. Sometimes I don't see them till days later, or if I even go back and look for some, oh, there's comments here. So sometimes I don't get them on Twitter. So if you can, DM me on Twitter with any VP shots, any artwork. And here is Miss Rain's beautiful artwork. I almost fell over of cuteness. This was too much. She is such a talented artist, and I love her art style so much. It's so sweet and so adorable. And this, I remember she did one of Ellie, and now this one is so cute of Aloy and of the tall neck. And I love it, love it, love it. Please give her a follow. She's so super talented. And tell her I sent you. Thank you, Miss Rain, for coming through and giving us this gorgeous artwork. And thank you, Big Sumo, as well. Thank you guys so much for sharing your beautiful artwork with us. And now it's time for the yes, bitch, and the mess. Now, my yes for the month is, big shocker, that surprise, surprise, Horizon Forbidden West. Guys, I can't stop playing it. I love it so much. It's my game of the year so far. I don't know what's going to happen with A Plague Tale Requiem. I don't know what's going to happen with the sequel to Senua's Sacrifice. I don't know what's going to happen with Miss Ragnarok. I don't know what's going to happen with her. I don't know what's going to happen with any other game that's released this year. But I know one thing. This game has my heart, and I love it so much. I play it, guys. I'm doing side missions and challenges on the side, but not even on the channel. I can't stop playing it. It's insane. In between me saving the recordings, I go back and play. I am obsessed with it. I think I spent 2 full ass days just playing it for fun, just trying to get the certain weapons and just cleaning up some of the side missions, because I can't as much as I want to, I cannot put everything on the channel. You guys will get so bored with it, but I put as much as I possibly can. I've been trying to do longer videos, doubling up on the videos. That also takes longer to edit and upload, and it's a pain, but I'm obsessed with it, and I just want to play the heck out of it and play as much as I can of it. It is my yes for the month, and is probably, I can't imagine anything knocking it off its perch for my game of the year. I'm obsessed. Let me know in the comments what your yes for the month was and what you're excited for coming out. And my mess for the month, bitch. My mess for the month is all these lawsuits going on in the gaming industry. I just want to see people taking accountability for what has gone wrong and how people have been treated, and how terrible sometimes these game devs have been treated, and especially women and people of color have been treated in the gaming industry. I feel it's such a disparity in how they're treated, but I think overall all game developers have been getting the piss kicked out of them. I just feel like they don't do right by them. I feel like they don't give them a good quality of life at work. That's just my opinion. I am not in the industry. I am just someone who loves video games. I'm just reporting the news, bitch. So that's my opinion. I would like to see people get treated better. I don't think that's so divisive. Treat your people well, and they will be good to you. That's all I have to say, and I'm just tired of seeing it. I want people to be held accountable. If they've done something wrong, if they've broken the law, or if they are not doing right by their people who work for them, I want to see change. I want to see things get better. And that goes for everybody in the world. All right, guys, that's it for this month. I know it was short on the news, long in talking, but short on the news. I have been so knee-deep in Horizon, I can't even stop playing it. I'm obsessed. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate so much you guys being here. I appreciate the love and support on the channel. I appreciate the love and support, people liking and retweeting my videos on Twitter. You guys, I see it all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all so very much. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys leaving me beautiful comments. I appreciate you guys just supporting me, and all of my Patreons. Thank you so much for the support, the financial support you guys give me. It helps me buy the games that I play and play for you guys. And the time, I put into editing and stuff, I appreciate it all so very much. But if you can support me on Patreon, that is amazing. Thank you so much. But if you can't, that's okay too. If you just watch the videos, like the videos, comment, I appreciate it all. So thanks so much for being here. If you like me and my motherfucking shenanigans, please leave me a like, share, and subscribe. Please, I gotta get to 14,000 subscribers. This is ridiculous. I've been floating at 13,000 forever. I gotta get to 15,000. That's my goal for the end of the year. Please give a girl a like, share, and subscribe, please. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll be back with more.